Good. I've got to reposition myself. Hello, everybody. It is I, Jazzy Jammy, your virtual resident of the internet. And today, so I know I said we're going to be doing art today, in the last stream, but, I had decided last minute to, switch to Ace Attorney because, I kind of gave it a bit more thought. I'm kind of wondering if mayhaps some of the recent issues we've been facing with some of the issues we've been facing with streaming and all stuff might potentially be caused by the computer overheating or something. I don't know, because I'm wondering, because like I was thinking about like it's summer at the moment and my room does get like very hot even on like some of the cooler days. So I'm kind of wondering if like maybe my PC might be overheating a tad little bit. Yeah, so I'm thinking well, I don't really know if that is the cause, but I'm just thinking it might possibly be. So I decided to switch things up a little bit. We'll do art later in the week because I actually do not know. I actually do not know how long streams are going to be this week. So there's a very good chance that streams are going to be quite on the shorter side because things might overheat. Things might potentially like overheat. Well, heat up, I guess, to the point where it's already happening. It's already because like I can't think straight because of how fucking hot it is. Yes, it's gonna be a bit of a heat wave this week. There's a good chance streams this week might be a bit shorter. And I thought mayhaps it'd be the better idea to do maybe some of the more intensive streams on some of the cooler days. And then do the less intensive streams like art on the cooler days and such, you know. At the very least, that's kind of what I'm thinking, and that's why I switched over to Ace Attorney instead of doing art today. But yeah, let's see. Is there anything else I want to like talk about? No, that was mostly kind of it. But yeah. There's also a good chance that, so I know the general schedule I did put out was going to be today, Thursday, Friday, then Sunday. There's a good chance I might only do 3 streams this week though, because of the heat. Again, I do need to get, I need to get the replacement part for the portable AC, but I looked, it's like $45 and it's like, oh, if it was like 20 maybe, but since I'm like really trying to save money, that I'm probably gonna be like heading out for like I'm gonna be out of home for most of the week, and that's probably gonna be getting like probably gonna be spending quite a bit of money this week, as is already. I decided to maybe just leave it be for now and just wait until a little bit later before I do that. Yes. Yes, I hope you all have had a fantastic start to your week. I started my week doing a lot of research on how to draw heads. Yes, because that is a big weak point of mine when it comes to art, is heads. Oh yeah, and also I guess another reason for delaying art, it gives me more chance, it gives me more time to improve. Gives me more time to practice and improve upon art. Yes. So yesterday I did a bit of research on how to draw heads, and today I put a bit of that into practice by just drawing the base of a head from a front view, side view, and then from an angled view. Yeah, I was mostly using the Loomis method, as some of you may know, which is basically the square of the bunch of lines. But it's the circle of the bunch of lines. Fuck, wait, sorry. Damn it. Anyway, so yeah, that's mostly what I was spending my day doing today. Sorry. What's my water bowl? Okay, it's right here. But yeah, I need to decide if I want to, because part of like drawing the head is like also learning how to draw the face. This includes things like the eyes, nose, and mouth and all that stuff. So I'm kind of debating as to whether do I want to focus on the do I want to focus on the detail, on like the facial details, or do I want to just focus on just like drawing just the head as a generalized thing for now? Both have their merits. With head angles, it means that because head angles have got to take a time, so it's like get the more difficult thing out of the way, like just get the general idea down and then focus on details. But if I do the face first, then it might actually make things a little bit easier to practice, because now I'll know like what it's supposed to look like. I don't know. I don't know, because like I think like when it comes to heads, like faces are like my biggest like weakness, especially like the eyes, and so that's kind of why I want to like mayhaps do that first. Yeah, but I'll probably come to a decision tomorrow. But yeah, that's kind of what's been on my mind at the moment. So I'm just checking a few things at the moment. But yeah, I guess TLDR for everything. Switched over to Ace Attorney because I'm wondering because even though it's a pretty simple game, it is a bit more intense streaming wise, and I'm wondering if maybe some streaming issues you've been encountering recently have been because of overheating, because it is currently summer, so I want to do streams on the warmer days because it's not as intensive. What else? Oh yeah, started practice on heads, the Loomis methods. Streams might be shorter, there might be a little bit less this week. I'll keep all updated on that though. And what else? I don't think that's mostly it, so I guess we just continue from here. Now, I don't know if I want to go until the end of this case, or if I want to maybe start the next case a little bit. We'll just see how long this takes, because if this takes us like 3 hours, then yeah. Either way, I want to at least like try to finish this by today. I want to try to finish this by today. Okay, anyway, on to the game. Alright, so... Miss Bound's tea set laid out neatly on the serving carts. The pamphlet says the gallery is famous for its tea. Understandably so. The cups we were given was delicious. Looks like all the stuff was designed by Mr. Frost. Interesting. In that case, I think we better take a closer look. Wait. I just came up with an absolutely just batshit insane idea. It's batshit, but it's totally within the confines of this game. So, we discovered last time that 18 years ago they couldn't find a body, right? They couldn't find a body, it disappeared. What if all this time Frost has been alive for 18 years and the body we found in the fountain was him actually being dead? I mean, it's insane, but it just fits the game, so... So this is dishware made by Artie Frost. Looks very fancy. Oh, it is. I wonder about this I can fetch something in the, say thousands of dollars. So let's try not to touch any of it unless we absolutely have to. Wow, this stuff's really worth that much? Stop it, Kay. I can see your eyes lighting up. Miss Bow must really be a fan of Mr. Frost, like Fender said, to still have all this. Ah, okay. Is that it? Hey! Edgy! Oh, God. What is it? So the only counterpoint is, how did the body in the fountain manage to breathe after being underwater for so long? No, so. The body we found 18 years ago was the one that's alive. The one we found in the fountain just recently, that's actually dead. Like, that's actually him, like, being dead, like, right now. You be careful that teapot you hear. Why is Larry so concerned all of a sudden? Honored guests. Oh. I could pour you a cup if you like. Miss Bound.
Ah, Judy! I'm good, thanks. Don't see for me. You two knocked yourselves out.
Huh? Thank you for the offer. Yes, why not? A quick break won't hurt.
2 cups coming right up. This smells great.
Oh yeah, and I guess like a little update on like art for this week. I do have a few ideas as to what we could maybe potentially do for a jazzy themed art piece this week. It's just unfortunately, it's just another reason was because since I did leave today's art practice like so late today, because I also wanted to work on some other things, I actually didn't get a lot of time to like gather a lot of reference material. So yeah, that's unfortunate. But again, I'll try to make Thursday the art stream so that we can get it done as soon as possible. So we can start as soon as possible. Wow, it tastes even better than it smells. What type of tea is this, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's Ceylon, I believe. It's identifiable by citrus aroma, but... Miss Bound, it's the same blend you served this morning.
Why, yes. Is it alright? There isn't anything wrong with it, is there? Okay, I'm gonna sound like absolutely crazy for this, but... Why does she look like really cute when she's crying? Why does she look a little cuter when she's crying? Oh my god. Oh my god, I think there's been some influence that's been taken over.
Oh, no, not at all. It's just that the cup you gave me earlier had a slightly different aroma.
Really? That's odd. I used the exact same blend both times. I can't see what could account for the difference. The Jazzy loves crying women, so he... No! Oi! No, we are not pushing that narrative. Oi! Oi! Look, I... This is the only time I've ever actually thought of it. Like, I've thought that someone looked cute crying. Let's just move on.
Hey, what's the big idea? Quit being mean about Judy's tea, will you?
Oh, what's going on under your skin, Larry?
Nothing. You're just rude. That's all. You didn't even try to call...
Can't believe my streamer would love to go after emotional women. Oh, no. How do I put this? I'm not exactly... How do I even, like, say this? I kind of knew someone who was, like, very, very, like, emotional, like, growing up, and... Not gonna lie, it's kind of turned me off from that. At least in other people, like, very emotionally dependent people, I think that, yeah. I don't know, like, I think I've said this before, but, like, I'm a good listener. No wonder I like shut up. Look, I'm a good listener, but if you're, like, actually, like, looking for, like, advice as to how to deal with a situation, I'm probably not the person you go to. Oh, my God.
You don't even
try to call me by the right name. It's the little Reese... Dear name, dang it. You know what? I'm done. I'm not talking to you anymore.
Well, that was childish, even for him. Yeah, but it does save you the headache.
Wow, what happened there?
Let's ask him about it later, shall we? Talking to Miss Bound's more priority right now. We may not have any evidence to prove that she's the culprit, but it does seem likely the poison gas was her doing.
That's what I'm saying, bro. She, like, I think it's either Gusto or it's her that's, like, the person we're after. So in the beginning of the end of what you see. Okay, I see. Ah, yeah. Again, I don't know if we're actually gonna like be finishing this today. It's just gonna be dependent on how long these chapters are. I guess like these segments are. But yeah.
The tablecloth draped over the car is pure white and completely spotless.
Again, it's like I said earlier, because like we are going through a bit of a heat wave at the moment in Australia. Streams might end up being a little bit shorter than usual this week. I don't know if I'll see about getting like a replacement part for the thing I need for like my little AC here. But again, like when I looked earlier, it was like $46, so it was like $46 for like one I was looking at, so yeah.
Okay, I cannot stress enough how bad of an idea that would be.
Wait, what did Casey just? Sorry, I can't skipped over her. Just waiting for the grab buddy edge it. You are not. Wait, who plays the Grinch again? Was it Tim Curry? You're not the Grinch. You can't just do that shit flawlessly. Oh, come on. What's the worst that can happen? You end up breaking probably the most prized possessions of Judy, and we'll probably have to pay thousands of dollars. And we put interest on it, which may or may not be added onto that. You'd be paying off for the rest of your life, buddy. Even does go sideways. Just wind up a cool tea-colored tie-dye.
Yes, well, I'd rather it made white. Plus, I don't think Miss Bound would appreciate us meddling with it.
Really? But there's so many other colors that would totally work. Pink, sky blue.
Tea leaves brown. A caddy contains Ceylon tea leaves. It's a well-crafted canister designed to prevent moisture and sunlight from damaging its contents. The bad thing to use considering the quality of the blend Miss Bound serves.
Is there anything else here, or is that it? Okay.
Where were you before you rejoined us here, Miss Bound?
I had to get to Hello Vistas were closed. Oh, and hand out a little something as an apology. Was there someone else you want to talk to me about?
Yes, a few things actually. Not least of all, the fact that I think you might be the one who set the poison gas trap. The original ice sculptures melted 18 years ago, correct? How did you manage to recreate them?
Oh, you know about what happened back then? In that case, you might also know I took pictures of them during the contests. I commissioned the creation of a set of replicas based on the photographs for this current exhibits.
But why go through the trouble of creating replicas?
Mr. Frost's Zodiac series was a greatly unfinished masterpiece. I wanted to see it completed at last. Or rather, recompleted. It was my fault the original set melted in the first place, after all.
I see. Is there any particular reason why the winter and autumn wings look so similar?
Oh my, you must really think they look alike? Perhaps I used some of the decorations from one to the other by accident?
She's clearly lying. But I don't have the evidence to prove it just yet.
Okay. Oh. What the fuck?
From the color of the aroma, I say there's a pile of spilt tea.
And look, there's a small chunk of ceramic in it.
I see. Guess somebody must have broken something.
I know that insignia. A certain high-strung somebody just might be a little something too.
Larry, get your fucking ass over here.
Why is that lift cart just sitting out in the open?
Guess somebody must have been moving something heavy.
The top of the platform seems to be wet.
You know, I got a funny feeling I've seen this thing somewhere before. You mean like 18 years ago? Yeah, it's all coming back to me now. I saw it in Frost's room. You must have used it to move the ice sculptures around. It's one of those fancy numbers where you can change not only the platform's height, but even its angle. If you had one of these, you could move giant lumps of ice around, so no sweats. Oh, just think of the possibilities. I could really use one of these. Still don't explain what it's doing here, though. A bit of a head scratcher, but we should give it a think, yeah?
Indeed. After all, it just might have something to do with our case. It seems the police have already removed the body.
But why did the body of a victim from 18 years ago turn up in the fountain? And why wasn't it all rotten and stuff? Did it slowly shuffle its way here?
Need I remind you that zombies aren't real? It seems likely that the body was preserved somehow.
Really? Is that even possible? Hey, Mr. Forensics Guy, any report? Yes, ma'am! Traces of both ubiquitin and asphyxion have been detected in the fountain. I'm gonna say it's probably carried here from the stream of the Autumn Wing. In addition to those two chemicals, there's also a large amount of sugar. The composition of the sugar is being analyzed as we speak.
There's sugar in the fountain? Where would it even have come from?
Oh, hello there, dearies. Still investigating away, are you? Found anything interesting? No, dearie. Well, nothing much anyway. Ah, silly girl. That wasn't a dearie moment. That was more of a lambkin. Sweetheart is when you want to be sympathetic, of course, and treasure is when they're in a tiz. Love is for people you're not that keen on, and petal you use when you're trying to get someone's attention. Wow, I didn't realize there were so many rules. Mr. Edraff, petal. I hope you're getting all this down. What the fuck does petal even mean again? I already forgot. Petals when you try to get... Oh.
Don't even try it, Kay.
Oh, dearie me.
I'm going to keep this simple, Larry. You're hiding something, so just tell me what it is.
Whoa, quite the clarity too. It's weird. Come on, Kay. You know me better than that. I wasn't staring. I was struck for an idea for a picture. Now, Edgy, he was glaring.
Yes, and I'll keep glaring at you till it tells what you're hiding.
Quit it! I told you. I'm not talking to you anymore.
You're talking to me right now.
I mean, from now on, I'm not talking to you ever again. Starting now.
This is getting me nowhere. I suppose I have to figure out what he's hiding first before I can get the whole truth out of him. Bruh. Tell me, what was it about Miss Bounce Teeth that got you so agitated? If you won't tell me, then you perhaps explain. Then perhaps you prefer to explain to Judge Gavelle.
Wait! Don't make me look bad in front of Verity! She thinks I'm sensible, cool, clean-cut guy. Bro, in every interaction you've had with her, she's threatened to beat you over the head with her fucking gavel. And I'm gonna be honest, I kind of wish she would, just so you would stop being a fucking nuisance in my life. I don't want to see the real me, the real low-down, dirty me.
I'm not so sure anybody here thinks you're particularly clean-cut, Larry. But if you don't want her to think badly of you, best you can do is talk to me.
Alright, I'll talk.
Alright, Larry, enough is enough. Now confess.
Is this any way to treat your best friend, Edgy?
It's a way for you to treat yours. By lying to him. Hiding things.
Wait, so Larry is your best friend?
No, I'm just trying to make a point here and
Edgy, I knew you valued our friendship.
I have to fucking wonder how Phoenix kept in touch with you for so long without having a fucking aneurysm.
I got the picture already, so stop glaring at me like that. I'll tell you everything, okay? Earlier, I
I thought Verity might like a cup of tea, so I went to pour one for her. But I got distracted and my hand slipped and smash! I broke the teapot! The prices were covered in pieces because of me!
No words exist to describe how far away I saw this coming.
Ouch. You really messed up this time, Loris. See, Edgy, everything's less of me now. Judy's never gonna forgive me for this.
Crying to me won't do you any good. I think you need to apologize to Miss Bound.
My teapots? I see. I'm sorry, Judy. I'm so sorry. I don't have any money, but I'll paint your portrait. I'll paint you 50 portraits.
Please, Miss Duchnem, it's really me who should be apologizing. How could I fail to not notice that there were broken pieces of ceramic on the floor? Somebody could have been hurt. Here, let me make sure that's safely disposed of.
The teapot in question was designed by Artie Frost, correct? I understand it was something you long treasured. You must be upset.
Oh, I am. But of course, all things break eventually. And as luck would have it, I have another identical teapot. It's far from the end of the world.
Is she less attached to Miss Frost's work than she used to be?
I can't believe this, Judy. You're the sweetest, the kindest. This other teapot you're talking about, it's the one sitting atop the cart right now, right?
Oh, what do you mean?
Yeah, so when I finished the first one, I tried to hide a piece at the bottom of the cart. And that's when I saw the other teapot under that. So I took it out and basically switched the two pots.
Oh, I see.
Yep, and that's everything I have to tell you. I'll be extra careful to break the other one. I promise.
You have no shame whatsoever, do you?
I'm sorry.
It's really quite alright. Thank you for being so honest.
The Edgy, isn't Judy the absolute best?
I trust you won't take advantage of her kindness and will make amends somehow.
I sure will. Once I make us an artist, I'm gonna give her one of my paintings. She was one of my models after all. It's only fair.
That's right, I suspect you'll likely make more trouble than amends. Don't you think it would be better for you to keep out of her way for a very long while?
Oh, but I will be keeping out of her way. Because I sketched her and the others already.
Her and the others?
Oh. Can you see my work, huh? Yeah, I drew a few great sketches and some ravishing beauties. Wanna see?
Interesting, Loris. Ravishing beauties, huh, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm afraid you've greatly misjudged, Kay. I'm into men. I simply wish to see if Larry has captured any unusual details this time, too.
Unusual details? Nothing's unusual about these. They're my best work yet.
Really? Now I want to see them too.
Ah, you're a sweetheart, Kay. Alright, let me take them out for you. Give me a second, Kay.
Suppose we might as well take a look. So these sketches of yours.
Seriously, Yechi, if I check out my art, you should have just said so from the get-go. Yeah, feast your eyes on this.
See, like, this is what I said earlier, like Larry is actually, like, a pretty decent artist. He's an actually, like, fairly decent artist. Sorry. Just repositioning myself.
What am I looking at here?
Though it seems he's, it looks like he's exaggerated some details. I'm just gonna say. Some, things look like they were exaggerated.
Told you already, ravishing beauties. Just a few of their faces have caught my eye since I've been here, you know? There's Verity and Judy and, somebody else.
Why did you draw them all on the same page?
Well, I meant to draw a room first, just something to pass in time. So when I saw one beauty, the other, and, well, I just scribbled it all down now as I went.
So these are all drawn at different times.
Huh? Yeah, I guess. I don't have you 2K. You're on a different page, though.
Oh, you did? I'm flattered.
Now true to life are these sketches. Did you only draw what you actually saw?
Of course! Did I draw things I can't see? Like, using my imagination? Nope, these are 100% true to life. Right down to the exact shade of each color.
Holy fuck.
So the colors are accurate. Interesting. Much it pains me to admit it, Larry may provide me with a useful piece of evidence yet again. The cervical sketch, for example, if I compare it to the one here in the room, there's a clear contradiction between the two. The little deduction is in order. Could I borrow this page for a while, Larry?
Sure thing! You want me to sign it for you?
Just a page, please. Okay. Oh, me, sorry. Okay.
Oh, no, never mind. No, I didn't mean to.
The platform was wet.
Maybe someone used it to move something liquidy around?
Yes, but the question is who and what.
It takes pillars you adjust the height of the platform as the edge of.
Indeed. Let's give it a try. If you would, Kay.
Hundreds.
Something liquid like a wet body. Mayhaps. Ta-da! A single person can transport quite a heavy load using one of these. I'll say, I bet I could even cut Gummy off with it.
But for what purpose exactly, may I ask?
Anything new, or...? Still believe it's Sea Horseman. Maybe? Okay.
Larry, could I ask you something about your sketches?
Fascinated by the work of the great Lariste. Duchnim, huh? It's a competition, right?
Not exactly. This light blue tablecloth. You painted that exactly as you saw, correct?
I told you. Everything's exactly as I saw it.
But the tablecloth of the cart in this room is white.
Wow. Your head's so full of crazy theories that some stuff just passes right by you, huh?
What's that look for? I hate Frenchmen. Like, I hate the fucking name he's given himself. Like, I do not know how to fucking pronounce that. Ah, yes, all the admiration I gained from the French this year from Pokemon ZA and Clair Obscure Expedition 33 has all been killed by this one character. Any French people watching, you can direct your eye towards this man here. This man is single-handedly killing your reputation.
Listen, just because I drew that sketch, I was in the middle of some business with the con and a tea set. It's a tea set on, okay? What kind of business? That's right. I was hanging a piece of teapot I smashed. Kind.
That's nothing to boast about.
Anyway, I'm still in the middle of cleaning it all up when Judy came out to Winter Wing. I don't want to get busted for breaking it apart, so I just quickly dove out of sight.
Dumbass, I don't know if I drew that correctly.
Wait, this bow came out of the Winter Wing.
Yeah, and she was pushing a cart. A different one.
Interesting.
That was the light blue tablecloth in it that I drew.
And what did she do with the second serving carts?
Well, I saw her wheeling the summer wing, but I don't know what happened to it after that. When she came back out, she was pushing one of the other carts, the kind you lift stuff with.
A lift cart?
Yeah, so I called out to her, and she just ran off and left her behind. Never had her down as the shy type, but it just goes to show, you never know.
Another serving cart. And a lift cart.
Is there maybe another tea set too?
We better check if it's bound. Are there two serving carts here at the gallery, Miss Bound?
Oh, yes, why do you ask?
A certain so-called artist showed us a sketch. I couldn't help but notice the color of the tablecloth. It's light blue.
Light blue? I'm afraid your friend must be mistaken. I only use white tablecloths, freshly laundered and, starched. Like the perfect wrinkle-free one on a cart in the fountain room, right? Exactly. If I so much saw a blemish, I would replace it right away.
Could the color of the tablecloth in the sketch simply be a mistake on Larry's part? Do you have any idea what might have been, what you might have been doing when the sketch was drawn?
Let me see. I appear to be carrying out my usual duties.
I'd like to ask you a little more about these duties, if I may. What exactly were you doing when the sketch was drawn? Because from where I can see, your cart doesn't have a tea set on it.
I was delivering some chocolates to the investigating officers.
Aw, I'm jealous. I love chocolates.
Well, there are a few leftovers, so here, for you both. I made them myself. I hope you like them. Woohoo! Thanks, Miss Bounds.
Well, why not? They're a little melted, but I suppose it's because they've been sitting in a pocket.
Didn't I make that joke like earlier when we were playing as like Gregory?
They're super sweet. I love them. I'm very glad to hear it.
They may not be the prettiest, but I'm grateful for the energy boost nonetheless. And perhaps I could do with a little less sugar.
Okay.
I suspect the difference in aroma we notice is due to the teapots having been switched.
You do?
I can't see what else it could have been, The tea itself hadn't changed. Why don't we ask Miss Bound just to be sure? Miss Bound? The difference in aroma we noticed. Do you think it could have been because of the different teapots?
I suppose so. Why is she crying?
My cup just now had a subtle minty scent. Rather like uva tea.
Oh, I just remembered. I made some peppermint tea in a pot only yesterday. It must have been there when the minty aroma is coming from.
Could that really be it? The tea from the teapot Larry switched out from under the cart smelled faintly of mint.
Right. Miss Bound said she used the pot to make peppermint tea yesterday.
Yes, but someone else has been troubling me. Miss Bound seems more taken aback by the switching of the teapots and the breaking of one.
You're right. You'd expect it to be the other way around.
I suspect she might have been deliberately hiding the teapot underneath the cart.
But why?
One of Ubiquitum's key characteristics is his minty fragrance. So I wonder if she'd been hiding some in that teapot.
What? In the teapot? So did we just drink Ubiquitum?
It's simply a possibility, but one worth investigating, I believe. Mr. Winner, any luck finding the Ubiquitum?
Oh. My people are searching the entire gallery, but they haven't found anything yet. And what about you? Don't tell me you know where it came from.
If you believe Judy did it, what's her reason for keeping Frost alive for possibly 18 years? Her reason for keeping Frost alive for 18 years, but then killing him today. Well... Okay. The more I think about it, the less likely it seems that he has actually been alive for like 18 years. Because when I think about it, like, if he was still alive and unless she found out he was alive after the case had been resolved. Because I'm just thinking, because if she knew he was alive all this time, then why didn't she just tell the police, like, hey, my father figure didn't do it, he's actually alive. Oh. Unless she didn't know he was alive for 18 years, but then found out today and so killed him as revenge, maybe? But then why set up that poison trap? Unless she thought that Mr. Gusto, like, did it all these years and basically tried to... This is really going to be a thing where it's like, I kind of need to, like, play through in order for it to connect to me. For the piece to connect for me.
I may have an idea.
Ha! I knew it. If I can't find it, there's no chance I'm useless. You do know where it came from?
Yes.
Where?
Miss Bound's teapots.
Wow, nice piece. I like it. Yeah, this looks like a fitting prize for a natural born winner.
It's not a prize. It's a vital piece of evidence.
Oh, it's just evidence. Then I'll have 100 forensics people checking out.
Mr. Edgeworth? Is there some sort of problem with my teapots?
Possibly. The minty fragrance we know is coming from it. I think it just might be a scent of one of the chemicals used to make the poison gas.
But, Mr. Edgeworth, surely you don't think I had something to do with that?
I'm afraid I do. The method used to create the gas would have required considerable preparation. Nobody would have had time or the opportunity to set that up. Except you.
That's not strictly true. It took around a week to get Zodiac all ready for the exhibition. There were all kinds of people coming and going through here during that time. Delicia, for one. So you see, I'm not the only person who could have set it up at all. Wow, you're really just throwing Delicia under the fucking bus there.
Miss Scone is on our radar too, of course. You needn't worry about that.
And besides, I want to know the first thing about making poison gas.
So even if you did find something bickering in my teapot, I don't have any idea how to deal with it. But I suppose we should see what the test results say first.
Miss Bao claims she doesn't know the first thing about making poison gas. I need to find a way to prove that she's lying.
Oh,
Andrew speaking.
Sir, it's me!
Is everything alright, Sective?
Everybody's left the winter wing. It's just me in here now. Which means I can tell you what we found.
He really shouldn't be sharing this information about the investigation. But after the past week or so, I'm not about to stop him now.
The exhibit in here is all completely melted. What's left is display cases and some stuff on the bottom. More of it's in a Taurus case than a Gemini case, though.
Describe this stuff for me if you can.
Yes, sir. It's like a pale blue liquid. I had the lab run some tests just now. The sound from the Taurus case just a bunch of sugar in it. But one from the Gemini case had a different substance in it.
Which were?
Sugar, salts, and blood.
Blood? What is salt and blood doing in a Gemini case sample?
Can't imagine as blood it could possibly be, but I'll get it tested right away, sir.
Please do, Detective.
Oh, I also spoke of the rate of some forensics guy working in the fountain room. He said just got word that the sugar they found at fountain matches the sugar in the pale blue liquids.
I see. That might prove to be a significant development.
okay.
Anything else to report, Detective?
Yes, sir. Found one of those light-emitting devices in the winter wing, too.
There were a few of those being used in the autumn wing to disguise the winter wing, as I recall. It seems the equipment from 18 years ago is more than just for show. I need to talk to Miss Scone about this.
Anyway, I better get back to it. How'd you know as soon as we hear more about the lab about the blood?
Yes, thank you, Detective.
Is that Gummy? Seems like I had a lot to say.
You did. And all of it is very useful. I'll need to talk to a certain somebody who was here 18 years ago. Miss Scone, I'd like to ask you a few questions if I may.
Of course, dear. Fire away. Anything for you, Malsy Smalsy? Indeed, sweet little tooth decay.
I'd appreciate if it was the last time you called me Malsy Smalsy.
I'm not a fan of tooth decay either.
Well, you just have to like it or lump it. I can't change a nickname once I settled on it.
Well, I guess we tried.
What can you tell us about the various devices used to decorate the gallery's exhibit? There's some pretty specialized items in there for the light emitting device, luminous fabrics.
What the fuck? Whose dog is that?
I could tell you all about those, dearie. After all, I'm the one who gave them to Woody Judy.
And it's my way of saying sorry that I broke the rules all those years ago.
I bought her 4 lovely new salt lamps, and I gave her 4 pieces of luminous cloth I used for the contest.
Wow, that's super generous of you.
Well, us girls do have to do our best, don't we? Not everyone understands, of course.
Better not be a dig at me, Delish. I told you how kind I thought that was.
Yes, back when you were a dear, sweet, innocent baby boy. What's happened to you, eh?
Dear, sweet, innocent baby boy, Mr. Fender? I can't quite picture that, I have to say.
So these decorations, they're all the same ones from 18 years ago, correct?
Yep. Salt lamps, glowing fabrics, lighting doodads, the whole bit.
There are 4 luminous cloths in use in the autumn wing. I'm sure I saw another one here somewhere.
I'm not lying. Oh, it's on my back somewhere, I'm sure of it.
What is she looking for?
That's not it. And that's not it.
That cloth looks familiar. Maybe she'll jog a memory so Miss Scone will tell us more. What a piece of fabric like this in your bag, did you not, Miss Scone? Albeit a somewhat, grimier one.
Grimy? How rude. You won't get people to cooperate with your little investigation like that, young man.
Shall I call it a dish towel then? Perhaps you used it to wipe some sort of spillage.
A spill, she says. That cheek. That's a piece of highly specialized luminous cloth. Oh, I probably shouldn't have told you that.
I think I'd like to know a little more about this highly specialized luminous cloth, if you don't mind. Why didn't you want me to know about the piece of luminous cloth in your bag?
Oh, well, I suppose there's no point in hiding it now, is there? If you must know, I used it to finish up the fountain. It was right before they called me to the autumn wing.
So Larry's sketch of Miss Scones when she was trying to retrieve the cloth.
At first, I thought it was one of the ones I'd given Moody Judy.
One of the four you given to the gallery, correct?
Exactly, but... oh, sorry. But all four being used in the autumn wing, weren't they? So I realized it must be the one that went missing all those years ago. It's already been... I'd already had my infesticide ultra pinched and used to make poison gas. If one of my cloths turned out they'd been used in some sort of dastardly deed too, well... it was going to look guilty as sin, wasn't I? So I kept it here in my bag and hoped for the best.
I see.
Oh, it does feel good to get off my chest though. It's just not good for the complexion.
So the cloth that disappeared 18 years ago, the one the victim was wrapped in, just happens to reappear in the fountain at the same time as the body. Miss Scone, you're something of a specialist. How has someone learned to make poison gas that was used in the attack, Any ideas?
Well, any pharmacist who's ever handled a pesticide ultra would know for a start. After all, it says right there on the label, do not mix with products containing ubiquium, ever.
But what about a layperson? It's unlikely they know, wouldn't you say?
I suppose so, yes. Well, not unless they had a nose for the ultimate cookbook anyway.
The prize from the contest 18 years ago.
The recipe to make a pesticide ultra, along with the not mixing with ubiquium, is in there, you know.
Interesting. So you're familiar with the contents of the book?
Oh yes, dear. I know the inside out. Because I work for the Tengerak Group, you see. We're the company behind Cold Killer X. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Cold Killer X bites back, sniffles, and sneezes of ease. Apparently.
After Sam C. Poople was found guilty, the company took custody of the book. But they only grant their most trusted person access to it, of course.
Which means Miss Scone is one of these elites, I suppose.
Okay.
Selection of trophies won by Paul Halik, or other Artie Frost. Evidently he's a very well-respected artist.
Oh, you go on too, Mr. Edgeworth. It's about time I won one too. Guess I'll find some even contest to enter. Or you could set something up. Something of a nice little ceremony and all that.
Yes, followed by swift round of arrests.
Do you have enough to... Okay, I don't have the evidence for it. What now?
Hey there, Mazarino. What's the situation with the investigation?
Things are progressing. I think a full picture of what happened is beginning to emerge.
Good to hear. Guess best to put my game too then.
This case is a lot common with the one with the incident 18 years ago.
And how? And how? He's got the lot. Melting statues, the winter wing, even a murder victim's body. But how did nobody ever figure out that the body had gone missing? Ross had no family apart from his son. And well, he kind of vanished. Nobody's seen him around since the time of the incidents. Gusto's son too. Him and his pal from school both just up and disappeared. What? They were both never found? Guess this boy wasn't. Not as far as I heard, anyhow. Guess Frost Kid turned up in the end, though. He collected his inheritance at some point. But, yeah, with no family around just after the incident, Frost got no funeral. So nothing. So no need for the police to release the body, and no need for anybody to find out they didn't have it. They feel the fate or autopsy report, and nobody's any the wiser. Well, almost nobody.
I still can't believe Mr. Von Karma will stoop so low.
How is this surprising? How is this surprising? You've known for the longest time Von Karma was a dirty bastard.
Tell me, Fender, what kind of person is this Bound?
Huh? Wait a minute. Don't tell me you got a thing for a master.
I do not.
Chill. I'm just yanking a chain. Anyway, what can I say about Jude's? Well, she's a real brave trooper for one. What else? What else do you call someone who waits around 18 whole years like she has for Samson? Even after his extended family kicked her out of his place. What? They threw her out? Yep. Jude's wasn't technically part of the family, so that was nothing she could do. Since she had nothing, nobody, no job after Samson took the fall. So she had no choice but to take what he taught her and make her own way in showbiz. She's retired now from all that, though.
Yes. Why did she retire?
She'd finally made enough to buy the old place back. No family, so police stopped. That's what they're saying, like... That's what the... Well, okay, so what they're saying, right, is that... So what they're saying is that the police filed out a fake autopsy report on Von Karma's orders. And since he had no immediate family aside from his son, who didn't particularly seem to care about him, the fact that a body was just never found was just never brought up, or they were never called out on that. Yeah, the police are kind of corrupt a little bit in the series. She even got the ultimate cookbook back from the Tango group after they basically stole it. Yes, this place is everything to do with all she ever cared about. So she just wanted it all back. All of it.
Fender seems very sympathetic to Miss Bound's plight. But from a less charitable perspective, she has, in a way, taken everything of Mrs. Hangeras for herself. The also have a cookbook containing instructions how to create poison gas. And the current owner of that book is none other than Miss Judy Bound.
No way. You mean...
I'm afraid I do. Miss Bound would have been perfectly capable of setting up the gas trap. Finally, we can prove she's been lying to us.
Yippee!
And that's that. All that's left now is to await the results of the test in the teapot.
Sorry, pardon me. Yes, we shall save. So the final part has 3 parts, right? Or was it was either 3 or 4, right? Because I think right now we're on 3. G-bone. Okay. End tester. Okay, so I think this is like the final section. Just come in, sir. Tracy, Bickham found the teapots.
They were?
Just like Mr. Edra said.
Curse you! You better not think this means you beat me!
You really need to drop this obsession of coming in first, Mr. Winner. We're all on the same side here, remember? We're trying to get to the truth.
But first is best. Everybody knows it's better to be a winner than a loser.
I cannot wait for like 3 cases of this game, have him just be the most sad, pathetic whelp you can see, only for the last case to pull out something completely pull something out, be like, actually, he has a really sad and tragic like backstory. He has a really sad and tragic backstory, and the reason he became a prosecutor was because of some deep emotional like reason that somehow Gavel is like involved in. Wait a minute. Okay, no, I was about to say, I was gonna throw out a completely like insane theory that Eustace was like Frost's son, but nah, that's because they do have some because they have similar colored hair, but Frost's like son. Well, you didn't see his hair color, but I mean, I don't. Also, the police are a little corrupt. Remember how they let Super Assassin lead only 6 cases without suspicion? True. Yeah. Yeah, wasn't like the first case of Dual Destiny stealing of like someone who works in a bomb squad who actually like is like a terrorist or something?
That's really no way for a prosecutor to think. Not a successful one anyway.
But I...
Enough, Mr. Edgeworth. Please refrain from taunting the boy. I was simply teaching him a lesson. Ignore him, Eustace. He isn't worth your attention.
But, Gavel... Oh... Alright.
Why don't you take care of things from now on? It was a cop. Yeah, exactly. It was a cop that killed a fellow cop. In the meantime, you can perform the far more important tasks as going and checking on the victim.
Oh, yeah, good idea. I'll be right back.
Excellent. We shall see you shortly then.
Mr. Winner's annoying but totally harmless. Judge Gavel, on the other hand.
It seems like Gavel's like manipulating Winner in a way, from the looks of things. I wonder, because like I did throw out the theory that she's just using him to like do things that she can't do as a judge. I wonder if that's like actually like what's happening here. Now, Miss Bounce, perhaps you could explain why Tracy of Bickween were found in your teapots. I had no idea there was anything like that in there. Perhaps it's on the ingredients in the dishwashing soap I used. So you're telling the court that you did not intentionally put Ibiquium in the teapots? Yes, exactly. Why would I? Until today, I had no idea that could even be used to make poison gas.
You're a trained actress, are you not, Miss Bounce? I thought you'd be a more convincing liar.
Wasn't there like a thing in ancient Greece where like actors couldn't like give testimony or something in like trials and such because like it was believed that they would just like always lie because like, well, they play characters like as an actor. I don't know, that might have just been like some false shit I heard or something. What do you mean?
You have access to the Ultimate Cookbook, correct? A book that just happens to contain instructions on how to create a poison gas used in the attack. Meaning it's perfectly possible for you
Fuck, I cannot speak.
It's perfectly possible for you to know exactly how to make it.
You're very well informed, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh shit, out of plane. I skipped over that. Miss Bounce, is what Mr. Edgeworth said true? The book does contain information on how to make the poison gas, yes. But the fact I've seen it doesn't make me guilty. Can I ask exactly how the gas was triggered?
The victim used a blowtorch to heat the lid of the display case, thereby melting the ubiquium. I see. But he locked himself in the room too, didn't he? Surely that and the fact that he triggered it himself wouldn't point to it being a suicide attempt?
So she's not willing to admit to anything.
Furthermore, where would I have gotten hold of the infesticide ultra?
I don't know if you can't speak. What happened? Did you see Judy cry? Did seeing Judy cry took away your tongue? Just sees Judy cry. Am I bisexual?
Oh my god.
Mr. Edgeworth, are you, what they called, sadist?
No, I just... Oh my god. Oh, I don't know. Perhaps he stole it.
You know, I did bump into Woody Judy a week or so ago.
And that very evening, I noticed my infesticide ultra had gone missing. Judy, surely you didn't.
Delicia, you're carrying a bag of pharmaceuticals with you everywhere, don't you? There could have been a number of opportunities for someone other than myself to steal it from you.
That's true. I don't think of any hard evidence that it was definitely Miss Bound who stole it.
Dude, there's clearly something you're not telling us. Why'd you just come clean, huh? We all know you'd never hurt somebody for no reason, so... Not you too.
I definitely think she tried to kill Mr. Gusto, because sorry, I definitely think she did try to kill Mr. Gusto because from everything we've seen, he does seem like a very likely suspect to have killed Mr. Frost, and it was because of Mr. Frost's death that it put Tangerao into jail. So basically, as far as she's concerned, he murdered... So I guess we're going on that assumption. As far as she's concerned, Mr. Gusto killed basically her favorite artist that she respected a whole lot, and basically resulted in her father figure, like, going to jail.
Can you blame me? I've got one wing disguised as another, a gas trap in the display cases. And you're the proprietor of the establishments. It's looking like you did it, kiddo. You've got this all wrong.
What I think happened is that she set up this exact scenario 18 years ago to lure out the killer and set up the gas trap to get them. Interesting. Interesting.
You have to remember the gallery doesn't have any security cameras, nor any security personnel. If some ill-intentioned person or other wanted to get in undetected,
What I think happened.
I don't think they'd have much of a problem. Wow, you're practically asking to be burglarized. You need to be more careful. Pretty thief could have had a field day in here.
And I don't think she's joking.
And actually, it seems Mr. Gusto did, in fact, enter the gallery before it opened. Sheesh! Judy's one tough cookie. She's not budging an inch. Maybe it's time to rock a little technique Gregory taught me back in the day.
And what technique might that be?
Well, you see, it's a classic technique that you learn in defense school. You learn in a law school. It's an ancient technique passing down generations all the way up to the Stone Age.
This must be a very well worth technique in order for it to be done to this extent.
Well, yes. In fact, let me demonstrate it to you right now. Hey, dudes.
Yes?
Killer says what?
Pardon?
Fuck! She knows how to get around it.
Well, what a real shame.
It's called a dick in a box. that'll make him lose his badge.
What technique would that be?
So hear me out. Everything's all connected to what happened 18 years back, yeah? And since we're not getting anywhere by focusing only on the here and now, maybe we ought to approach this from a different angle and look at the past for clues. Instead.
A turnabout and thinking. So my father used this method as well.
I make him lose his badge, but it doesn't help that he fully believe he will do that. I mean, he was like he seemed more than ready to like just fuck the warden in front of everyone, like in the previous case. I mean, he straight up just kissed her. Like, I'm fully willing to believe he would have gone the extra mile if offered.
Alright, let's run through the old Thinktron. How was Jude's involved in what happened back then?
According to Miss Bounds, it's because of her that Mr. Frost's favored ice sculptures melted. And yet, his sculptures are here on display in his very gallery today. Is it possible that she... Thank you, Fender. I think I know what I need to ask Miss Bound now.
Don't thank me. Thank your Pops. Take it away, Mousy. I got the popcorn.
Miss Bound, you say that you were the one who caused Mr. Frost's creation to melt 18 years ago, correct?
I'm afraid so. I was young, foolish, and it was a terrible accident.
Shit, sorry,
And yes, what you did allowed you to open this exhibit, no?
What do you mean? Yes, what do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? If you're going to ask such questions, perhaps a formal testimony from Miss Bound might be best.
You've been distracted by how well done these cases have been that you haven't asked the question of how is it connected to the assassin from the first case?
That is a very good question. That's a very good question. I actually don't know.
There does seem to be an underlying theme of assassinations and assassins, because I mean, there was like Shelley to kill in the first case, and then the second case had like the whole motive was because like the warden wanted to get rid of the assassin that was like locked up in her prison. But yet this case doesn't seem to have that. So I'll be very disappointed if only the first and last case are the main connections. Yeah. I don't know. I guess we should have to play and see. I don't know, because like right now it actually kind of feels like right now it's like focused on like Miles is like it's more focused like Miles is like past and like his connection to his father and like his decision to become like a prosecutor, not a defense attorney, and like why even now after finding out like what happened all these years ago he doesn't make that change. Because I do believe that was like a genuine question like fans did have. It's like he only became a prosecutor because Von Karma like made it so. But now he knows that Von Karma killed his father, and now he despises Von Karma. So why doesn't he become like a defense attorney like his father probably wanted him to be?
Yes, perhaps it might. I'd like to know a little more about the Zodiac Hall. And about why Miss Bound decided to dedicate the space to Miss Frost's work.
Very well. If you believe it to be relevant to the case, I will allow it. Miss Bound, would you mind? Not at all. I'll do whatever it takes to prove that I'm innocent. Then please, if you could give some background on Zodiac Hall and the piece on display here.
Sorry, I had to burp in the middle of that.
It took 18 years, but at long last, I was finally able to buy Samson's home back from a little while ago. The place like this is expensive to maintain, so I decided to turn it into an art gallery.
Weren't you a world-star actress?
To that end, I collected as many poor Halik pieces as I could from around the world. Because, if I'm honest, I've always been something of a dream of mine to open a space dedicated to his work. Thank you for your testimony, Miss Bound. One of us is they were able to fulfill your dream. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, everything seems entirely above board to me.
George Gavelle, That was simply the witness preliminary statements. As you surely know, the value of the testimony cannot be evaluated without due cross-examination.
Spoken like a true attorney. Very well. You may do what you must.
Took 18 years, but long last I was able to buy all of Sam's mansion.
18 years. You must have gone through a lot to buy it back, Miss Bounds.
This home, this place, such memories abound. I couldn't stand to lose what I had found.
Fuck, she's so pretty. Anyway,
Samson, I did what I had to do to see that home was waiting here for you. How does she make it look so easy? I'll say, but I wouldn't expect any less from a trained triple threat performer.
If you could please continue testimony, Miss Bounds. Minus the singing, if you will.
actually, what I want to know is, like, how Lang's, like, connected to this. Like, Agent Lang, 'cause he appeared in a previous case for, like, a brief moment. And, like, Edgeworth asked, like, oh yeah, don't you usually have, like, a group, like, a whole army of you? And he was like, oh, yeah, they're not here now, anyway. Like, I don't know.
You managed the gallery by yourself, Miss Bounds.
Yes, well, we only opened today, so I haven't done much actual managing yet, but I have to keep the mansion going. I can't have it falling down around my ears. Samson could come home any day after all.
So she really got the house back for him.
I'm sorry, Judy. I wish I could have done more.
Oh, you've done plenty, Mr. Fender. If anyone should have done more, it's me. Even if the only thing I could do right now is keep the place safe for Samson.
Paul Halik. That was Mr. Frost's pseudonym, correct?
Yes, he adopted it while he was working as a sculptor in France.
I see. I'm curious about some of the pieces in collection more specifically. How you were able to acquire the Taurus and Gemini sculptures. As my understanding, Mr. Frost died before he can complete them.
Yes, I was able to create replicas from the Winter Wing based on the photos of the sculptures he made.
Really? I have to go into more detail on that.
Because if I'm honest, I've always been something of a... Sculptures in the Winter Wing weren't replicas. They're the very ones from 18 years ago. I'm at least aware of that, or I'll never get to the truth. Okay. There we go.
I'm afraid you've run out of road, Miss Bounds. You can lie all you like, but you can't deny the results of the tests conducted and the sculptures remain. And those tests leave no room for ambiguity. What you had on display weren't replicas. They were the very statues Mr. Frost carved 18 years ago.
Oh, I could probably help explain how they worked it out if you like, dear. It's the sugar, you see. You might think sugar is sugar, but the composition is actually very unique.
Will you
You could probably recreate statues, but the sweet secret of their chemical makeup, no chance.
Thank you, Miss Cone. I don't recall asking for help, but still. To put it simply, the statues didn't disappear back then because they melted. They disappeared because you spirited them away and kept them hidden from 18 long years.
What? She kept a pair of flavored ice sculptures around somewhere all that time? It's not the most out there idea in the world. Assuming you had a big enough icebox. Quiet, all of you. Miss Bounds, have you anything to say in your defense? So you've already learned that much. Should that take out to mean you have having hidden the flavored ice sculptures in question? No, I admit no such thing. You haven't proven that I was the one who took those statues away, and you won't, because it would have been impossible for me to do so in the first place. The police were already here when they disappeared. How could I have done it without them noticing?
How indeed. I don't know exactly how you did it. I'm far from ready to say that it's impossible for you to have stolen them away.
You're a very persistent man, aren't you, Mr. Edgeworth?
I am indeed, and I won't stop until I get to the truth.
I see. Then I better tell you exactly how I did it what I did exactly the day 18 years ago. The whole time before judging began, I was waiting upstairs in our living area on standby. During the judging, I had to go change the camera's film cartridge with Samson. Before I could take the camera back to Samson, I discovered Mr. Frost's body. Later, around when your father arrived, I began to make the rounds and serve tea to everybody present. That was when I saw Mr. Gusto entering Mr. Frost's room. And those were our movements of the day that happened.
No, that doesn't seem right. That's for us to decide, Miss Bound.
Are you saying it's a contradiction or sorry, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm more focused on proving the fact that she did indeed steal those statues. The question is, when she would have had the opportunity to do so. If I can pinpoint that, I might be able to prove exactly what she got up to.
Oh, sorry. Sorry. I actually don't know what, So we have to focus on the time in which she was actually, we have to figure out like, oh. I got achievement for investigate, for look at a teapot as both like Edgeworth and Gregory. If I could take the camera back to Samson, I'd discover Mr. Frost's body.
You entered the room containing Mr. Tengrao's work before bringing the camera to him, correct?
Yes, I heard a sound, someone collapsing. Samson? Are you in here?
Sorry, I can't scream. Chocolate ship falling over after a certain someone took a bite out of one support.
And Mr. Tangaroa was still in Mr. Gusto's room when he found the body?
Yes, I'm fairly sure that was the case. He was judging each room in order, and he liked to take his time.
So the point at which you discovered Mr. Frost's body...
Oh, I see.
Were you the only one able to move around freely during the judging?
Well, I wouldn't say freely exactly, but I was able to move around more easily than contestants, yes. Even so, I could hardly have spirited the sculptures away while Samson was standing right there, could I? And ran straight off to change the film as soon as he asked me. I wouldn't have had time. Yeah, because like... Yeah, because when she changed the film, she went into... Okay, wait. Oh. Okay, never mind.
When exactly did you see Mr. Gusto entering the victim's room?
It was while your father and the others were investigating the room where the body was found. Guess they said he went in there to get back photo of him and Frost and their kids. Because he didn't want anyone to suspect they'd been working together, right? Pretty sloppy to get him spotted, though. Definitely not great thief material.
I think Mr. Gusto could live with that, to be honest.
Okay, no. Okay. Damn it. Dang, damn it. Okay. Hmm.
Two of them would sing and dance. They made a variety of sweets.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Oh, the fun, Miles. You used to watch it?
My father introduced to it. I may have watched an episode or two.
Fuck, no. Damn it. Was it really this time? No, okay, I was wrong. Okay. God damn it. Ah!
Just as you did today.
Yes,
I went around and offered everybody working on the investigation a cup of tea.
Present company included. I remember it well. You were here, there, upstairs, downstairs, everywhere with that little card of yours.
Interesting. Did anything strike you strange around that time?
Oh yeah, Gregory was singing the praise of GDC and he mentioned a saucer was cold.
Was bound. I believe this is when you stole the sculptures.
I hate to contradict you, but the fountain room was full of witnesses at this point, Mr. Fender included. Are you suggesting that I somehow got the sculptures out of Mr. Frost's room, right under everyone's noses?
That is precisely what I'm suggesting.
Okay.
My father and Fred had no idea that one of the sculptures were made, was mere inches away from them. Because it wasn't just a tea set you were pushing around, Miss Bound, but a hidden ice sculpture in a glass case.
Ah! Surely such a thing would have been impossible. How would a case this size fit a serving cart? It wouldn't have been spotted. It would have been spotted immediately.
Who said anything about serving carts?
Oh, I'm sure not. I'm not sure. I follow Mr. Edgeworth. What are you suggesting she use instead? And this is...
The cart that Miss Bound used to move the flavored ice sculptures around Mr. Frost's room 18 years ago. It would appear to be the exact same cart that's still here for us in this fountain room.
We originally brought it for use in the contest. And just saying that Miss Bound loaded Mr. Frost sculptures onto his cart and carried them off?
I am. As you can imagine, all we need to do is lay the cart on the side at a tablecloth. It looks exactly like a normal serving cart, thus allowing her to move sculptures around freely.
Can it be? Holy moly! Of course! That's why the sauces were so chilly. I was sitting atop the big block of ice. Jude, how could you? Impressive. Then again, you are Mr. Gregory Edgeworth's son. I should have expected no less. There isn't a scrap of evidence that I stole all sculptures all those years ago now. And yet, I knew no matter what I said or did, I'd always be under a cloud of suspicion. So you admit it? You admit you stole that from Mr. Frost's room? Yes, I do. I took the sculptures and the glass cases out of that room 18 years ago. As Mr. Edgeworth correctly deduced, I dressed up the cart as a serving cart to do so. I slipped in and out of Mr. Frost's room while I was going around serving tea to everybody. In the end, I removed not only the sculptures, but the flavored ice zodiac blocks as well.
Zodiac blocks? I feel like I've seen them for myself before. There's a huge block of ice on display here. Must be incredibly heavy. Though maybe not. What with it being hollow on the inside.
Oh yeah, well, who's this kid? I completely forgot about this kid.
If the Winter Wing really is the exact replica of Mr. Frost's room from 18 years ago, then, even though my father never saw them because they'd already melted, the Zodiac block must have been in the victim's room for back then as well.
When I had finished moving the two ice sculptures and two Zodiac blocks out, I took two fresh, empty cases to Mr. Frost's room and put them where the originals had been. The sculptures had been kept in glass cases, you see, to prevent them from being damaged. The blocks were a little more robust, so they had been displayed as well. As stated in the contest rules, we were responsible for providing the display materials, including cases.
Meaning it would have been easy for her to prepare those empty spares she swapped in.
Mr. Frost's room contained quite a few flavoured ice works in progress. I figured if I melted them down somehow, the result of the puddles would look like they came from the sculptures. And that is how the sculptures from 18 years ago came to be in the Winter Wing today. I have the same, Sir Edgeworth. That's quite the confession.
Indeed. And I think she offered it so willingly because she knows there's nothing we can do with it.
That's all I have to tell you. However, despite everything I've shared, you can't charge me with anything right now, can you? What? How'd you figure that? Oh my. I would have thought you'd know at least that much, given we had a crime scene.
She told us to eat a dick. She basically did.
I suggest you memorize the various statutes of limitations outlined in this book. Statutes of what?
Simply put, Kay.
Oh, give me a second here.
Such is limitation, such is limitation, limitation.
Do you not actually know what they mean? I was joking.
No, I totally do.
Then why are you looking them up right now? Just look at the exact definition down. Aren't you a world-class prosecutor? Come on, steps of knowledge here and there, you know. Oh my god. Oh my god, you're put in charge of cases. For data crime, separate time frames apply regard to claims for damages. Statute is suspended should the suspect flee from foreign country. The statute is suspended from the time of any accomplice indictment. The statute is suspended from the time of any accomplices indicted to the end of the... Wait. They actually bought... Yeah, they did. Wait. The statute... So does the statute basically mean that, like... So would that basically mean that, like... It no longer applies? Like, if an accomplice is charged, but they find the actual perpetrator, like, let's say 20 years later, they would still get charged for that?
Simply put, Kay.
Tangerel was only indicted as an accomplice. He wasn't indicted as the actual murderer. Meaning the statute still holds up. If it fits within those suspensions. Right, okay.
Prosecutors only have a certain amount of time within which they can suspect on trial for a given crime. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
Oh, they actually just show it to us.
So it's different for every crime? Murder, 15 years. Theft, 7 years. Ah!
Yes. Miss Bounce stole the sculptures 18 years ago. So it's too late for her to be arrested for that crime.
I don't believe it.
So, I mean, like, even if, like, it was found within 7 years, like, the original, like, creator was found dead, like, would she still be charged with that? Like, you steal something, but then the owner dies, like, what happens? Do the police just take it and then sell it off for themselves, or does the thief actually get to keep it? Also, thank you for the hydrate. Sorry, I only saw that, sorry, I only saw that right now. Double Jeopardy, and now this. The game realistic to the other Attorney games. Maybe that's why it's regarded like one of the better games. It's because they actually like. It's because it's actually like within the confines of like law. Like they actually like take the law into account more than the previous games.
Theft is a serious matter, especially when it involves the removal of evidence from a crime scene. However, as you yourself just pointed out, Miss Bell can no longer be prosecuted for her crime, rendering your revelation rather pointless when she say Mr. Edgeworth. Also, you love that they brought up Double Jeopardy so early on
And then they mention, yeah.
I wouldn't be so sure about that. For you see, the theft of the ice sculpture isn't my principal interest here. I find a body that reappeared 18 years after the theft to be considerably more interesting.
Are you suggesting I also hid Mr. Frost's body?
I am indeed.
But how do you keep a body hidden for 18 years without anybody finding it?
By hiding it in a very unusual way.
Oh, now this is interesting. And my phone just died. Fuck! Wait. Hang on. Give me a sec. Sorry, I looked into the Gorgon's eyes again. I looked into the Gorgon's eyes again. Do you think I was one from the first time? Sleep, Jazzy. Oh my god. Holy fuck, it does look like I'm sleeping. Doesn't help that, like, this model actually has, like, a breathing animation. Sorry, put it on charger. Sorry, when I got... Since the new tablet I got has, like, has the same charger for my phone. So I've actually just been using that to charge my phone up, because it's actually, like, so much faster than my previous one. So, yeah. So that, but it is, like, shorter, so that means I can't, like, put it on its charger as I'm, like, streaming. Yeah. Are you telling me, you know where the body has been all this time, Mr. Edgeworth? Think it should be your ideal post when you take a break. Honestly, you kind of make a good point. Actually, you know what? I think I actually do, because I know Hazumi has it so that when her model is, like, not used for a prolonged period of time, it goes into, like, a sleeping pose. Probably should. Actually, I might actually, like, ask I might actually, like, message, like, the model rigger, like, later, like, see how much that would cost to get that done. Are you telling me you know where the body has been all this time, Mr. Edgeworth?
It's not such a big leap if you think about what Miss Bound has told us already. Let's just say it wasn't just flavored ice that she removed from Mr. Frost's room back then.
Very well. If your confidence claim, let's put it to the test. Tell me, Mr. Edgeworth, where exactly was where was Mr. Frost's body hidden? I should know this. Oh, wait. Okay, wait, no. Oh, wait, is it the extra statue is... Okay, wait, no, because, like, it has to be a Gemini statue because blood was found in it. A photograph is the Frost's work.
And of the victim's body, Your Honor.
You will have to forgive me, but I don't see what you mean. Where exactly is photograph Mr. Frost's body? The Gemini sculpture?
Yes, it may look like a sculpture at first glance, but is in fact Mr. Frost's corpse.
Surely you can't be serious. I don't see anything in the photograph to support such a wild claim.
That's because a certain piece of evidence was used to hide a body in plain sight.
And what piece of evidence might that be? The court demands you present what was used to conceal the body.
one of the cloths from the autumn wing.
Yes, when I made it glow, was made it glow just the right way. It's visually convincing. You might mistake it for ice. Isn't that right, Miss Scone?
Well, yes, dear, but you can make it look a lot of things, really, even blazing fire. And the right shade of blue would make it look like ice. Yes, exactly like it, in fact. Is it not the case that a certain special device is needed to generate these colors, though?
If you care, take another look at the photograph of the Winter Wing, Your Honor. You'll notice that there is a small box connected to the bottom of the Gemini display case, you fucking blind bitch.
Excuse me?
Sorry, that kind of just slipped out.
That's...
One of the light emitting devices in question. Detective Gumshoe even confirmed its presence. In fact, this particular device went missing 18 years ago. Back then, there was no doubt firmly connected to the cloth inside a display case, which means Miss Banner had a choice but to take it with her when she removed the sculpture. So you see, this cloth and light emitting device were being used to create the illusion that Mr. Frost's body was in fact a statue carved from ice.
No! This can't be! Wait, so you're telling me that when you took that photo of us in the Winter Wing?
Yes, we're saying right in front of the body.
But the body in the cloth will be recovered from the fountain. Why would it be found? The body was supposed to be in the Winter Wing disguised as sculpture.
Because there would have been no mystery as to how the body was being hidden. This bow needed to remove Mr. Frost from the Winter Wing in order to throw off the scent.
Ridiculous. I don't recall us thinking around behind our backs throwing a body in the fountain.
No, she didn't need to, because she had another method at her disposal. Her trusty lift cart, the same cart that had proved so useful in executing the original theft. I believe she wheeled the body into one of the other wings and floated it down the stream of the fountain. The frozen body, being quite solid, probably got stuck somewhere along the way. And the way the cloth disappeared at first, the cloth was going discovered.
And then the body followed afterwards once it had been thawed enough? It's an ingenious theory, Mr. Edgeworth, but can you prove that it was me? It seems a little unfair to expect me to accept all the accusations without proof, don't you think? What about an eyewitness? Do you think someone might have spotted her while moving the body?
As a matter of fact, I do. The contradiction in the piece of evidence I was provided will shed light exactly how Miss Bound and moved the body as well.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any evidence to support your allegation?
Of course, I have a piece of very compelling proof right here.
Then please present to the courts. Sorry, I'm getting a bit uncomfortable in my chair. More drawings. And is that me?
Yes, Mr. Butts drew pictures of people as they passed through the fountain room. But what I'm more interested in is the cart we see here.
Miss Bound serving carts? What about it?
Huh, you don't see it? She's using the same trick she used 18 years ago. Ergo, we know that Miss Bound was busy moving Mr. Frost's body when the picture was being drawn.
What? If I may, I don't see Mr. Frost's body anywhere in that sketch. All I see is a picture of me delivering chocolates to everyone.
Really? Let me direct your attention to the color of the tablecloth, Miss Bound. I'd originally thought Mr. Butts had made an error, but he assured me that he couldn't possibly be the case.
This tablecloth appears to be light blue.
Yes, a shade of tablecloth Miss Bound doesn't seem to own. The cloth really appears to be light blue due to the body hiding just underneath.
What? But the shape of the car is perfectly rectangular, just as one would expect. Surely it would have been immediately obvious the tablecloth was being draped directly over the body.
Not if the body had been placed inside of the hollow zodiac blocks in the winter wing. Place one in the lift cart and you can easily pass muster as a regular serving cart, couldn't you agree?
Goddess of justice!
Miss Bounds. Surely now I must admit that was you who moved the body, just as you did 18 years ago.
I didn't expect you to do all that from a single, simple sketch. But that sketch alone isn't really enough to prove your theory, is it?
You needn't worry on that front. My case doesn't solely rely on Mr. Butt's work. Once you've disposed of the body, your serving cart became a simple lift cart once more. Which is exactly what we discovered in the fountain room. Without a serving cart, you had to find some place to put your chocolates.
My chocolates? The ones I was handing out?
As we saw in the sketch, you had originally placed them on top of the cart. But the chocolates you gave us came from your pockets.
Oh yeah, I was half melted. So you just ate candy from a stranger's pocket?
Von Karma wasn't very big on teaching stranger danger.
Ah, I see. That's still super sweet and tasty though.
Why did you suddenly feel the need to put chocolate in your pocket, Miss Bounds?
It
was because you no longer had a serving cart to put them on, that's why.
One moment, please. You have to explain that what Miss Bound did of the chocolates in the lift carts, but with the tablecloth, where did it go?
Indeed, stashing chocolates in her pocket was the only solution she could think of. I doubt Miss Bound had time to dispose of an entire tablecloth.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an answer for me?
Miss Bound didn't hide or dispose of the tablecloth, Your Honor. In fact, it's right here in front of us.
Perhaps you would care to enlighten us? Where exactly is tablecloth Miss Bound used to hide the body? Oh.
I thought it was going to be up. Okay, never mind. Oh, okay. Miss Bound has a tablecloth in her person. It's in plain view, in fact.
In plain view? No, surely you don't mean.
Miss Bound? Is the cloth around your waist, isn't it? And given that the zodiac blocks weren't kept in glass cases, that cloth would have been in direct contact with the ice. All we would need to do is confirm my theories to test the cloth for traces of sugar used in Mr. Frost's work. The game is up, Miss Bound. It's time to come clean.
You won't need to test the tablecloth. Everything you said is true. Oh. Okay, why is she confessing now? I saw Delicia isn't Pesticide Ultra, and I moved Mr. Frost's body.
It was me. It was all me.
I'm not going to say a thing. Delicia, I'm so sorry. Last week, I went to your bag and I took it. And then, I put it in his pocket hoping to make it look like he tried to do himself in. I also made sure to leave no fingerprints but yours just in case the police suspected foul play. Jordy! You... Oh gosh. But Jude's... Why? Aren't you supposed to be on the same side? All fine to get up to free Samson? We were. But I couldn't afford to get arrested. Not yet. Not until I finally proved that Samson is innocent. Damn. Yeah, she was completely willing to throw Delicia under the fucking bus there. I always planned to give myself up in the end. I swear. I know it's easy to say that now, but why do it this way, though? It's not like you. I'm sorry, Mr. Fender. Of course, you're so much trouble. I've been the guilty party all along. Ever since that day 18 years ago. Are you trying to tell us the true culprit in the IS-7 incident was you? I committed a terrible crime. I took their sculptures and I sold them for a purely selfish reason. The moment Mr. Frost died, they became more than mere entries in a confectionery contest. So far she's gonna confess to everything but the true. Also, wait. Separate time frames apply with regards to claims for damages. So if she would have had to break the statue in order to hide the body, right? He became the final works of Samson's favorite artist. So it wasn't even your favorite artist, it was Samson's? I could have allowed them to just melt away, but before he came home. And that meant I couldn't let anybody near them, not even the police. So I hid them. I knew it was wrong, but I just had to. I put them in the cold storage room for safekeeping. But what I had actually done was far worse than any they could possibly imagined. Motherfucker, you are the reason he was thrown in jail, I hope you know that. Because he would have thought that Mr. Frost's body itself would be posting off the sculptures.
So she didn't know about the body when she sold the sculptures.
Samson is a kind man. A saint. You can never kill anybody. Never. Yet because of what I did, the police never found Mr. Frost's body. And Samson was found guilty. After all he did for me, he was my family. The only family I ever had. He was the most important person in the entire world to me. And I... Jude. After his conviction, I was forced out of our home. I was finally able to return only a few days ago. And when I did, I went to the cold storage to check up the sculptures. And that's when I saw it. It's the Frost's body. It had been there this whole time. Of course, by that point, a statute of limitations had expired. So I did what I did today. Because it was the only way I could think of to make things right.
It seems I misunderstood her intentions. Everything she's done really has all been for Mr. Tangarella's sake.
Hey, what do you think about Mr. Edgeworth?
Did you have mind-reading powers? Can't you tell?
Yeah, well, I don't want to use them all the time.
Ugh. Something that's been puzzling me. Why did Miss Bound use poison gas? Why not use a more reliable method? Why disguise the autumn wing as the winter wing? The only reason I could think of is to confuse someone who was here 18 years ago.
Yeah, I wonder what she had in mind. I'm thinking she's cute. Alright, I'll let them use right now. Okay, I'll use them right now. Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think she's really cute when she's crying?
No reason.
I thought you said you were only into men.
Moving on. If she was trying to prove Mr. Tangarel was innocent, this bound ultimate goal must be to Could you have been trying to discover the identity of the true culprit? Miss Bound. Your ultimate aim seems to Tangerao cleared of all charges, correct? And to that end, you had to expose the real killer and have the police find a body from 18 years ago.
Am I right? Probably. Yeah, it looks like it.
Is my understanding of your intentions correct? Exhibiting the sculpture was sure to force the killer to return to the crime scene. After all, they were only a person apart from you that knew the body was hiding from the icework.
So they were freaked out, thinking the body was about to be discovered to come running, yeah? Might lie, I only got the conclusion because of your wild speculations. Should I take that as a compliment or as a good thing?
Exactly. But Miss Bound ran the risk that the killer might successfully cover their tracks this time. In the worst case scenario, they might have even been able to remove Mr. Frost's body from the scene. So how could she lure the true killer into revealing themselves into putting the vital evidence at risk?
Oh, I see what you're getting at. You're saying that's why the autumn wing was all, wintry wingy.
I am. You were betting on one thing, Miss Bound, weren't you?
Wait for the wild theory about the game? Sure, go ahead.
Now whoever opened the Pisces case you had so carefully disguised as the Gemini case would be the real perpetrator of the IS-7 incident.
No. But that would mean the real killer was...
Enough! Not another word! Do you realize the implications of what you're saying, Mr. Edgeworth? Are you prepared to stand behind the accusation you are clearly about to make?
Miss Bound said a trap for Mr. Frost's killer.
One of the sons that they talked about during this case is Knights. I can see that. I can actually see that being the case. Oh my god, okay.
Mean that whoever found themselves caught in the trap is likely to be the guilty party, but I lack the evidence to support such an assertion.
Yeah, I mean, everything in the previous game connected, so it wouldn't make any sense if this game didn't connect to the previous case in some way.
To accuse someone without any evidence is not to be done lightly, so should I really go ahead and make it? My ultimate goal is to see the truth exposed. And to do that, I need to seize the moment. Yes, Judge Gavel. I am prepared to stand behind my accusation. I know exactly who's to blame for the IS-7 incident.
Now, the other theory that I have feel like won't come true. So I'll throw it out there. There's winner is the other side. Winner is the other side?
Mr. Gusto? The victim of the poison gas attack is the perpetrator behind the IS-7 incident. Gusty?
Mr. Gusto.
Miss Bounds. As we have established, you knew that the opening of the gallery would lure the real culprits.
Oh, it's the other son. Yeah, that's what I thought so too, but neither of the sons looked like him. I don't know, I just know there's something more behind Winner, but I just don't know what.
And you set up the poison gas trap.
You're a very impressive man, Mr. Edgeworth. Just like your father. And of course, you're absolutely right.
Then perhaps you could tell us exactly what happened in your own words.
Of course. I set a trap in the gallery, tried to catch Mr. Frost's killer. Before we opened, I made sure the door to the autumn wing was the one that was unlocked. True, but Night doesn't look like... True. Yeah, they mentioned that only one of the sons showed up to collect the inheritance from Frost. But the other one... But we have no idea what Mr. Gusto's son is.
When opening time came, I went around to unlock the doors to the various rooms. I found the autumn wing had been locked from the inside. The killer's on the other side of the door. The thoughts, well, it frightened me.
And then she simply walked away, leaving him to fall victim to her poison gas trap.
Oh, got turn reverb on. When I heard Mr. Gusto had been treated for gas inhalation, that's when I knew he was the murderer. All that was left was for the police to find Mr. Frost's body, and then Samson would finally be proven innocent. At least, that was my plan.
Jeez.
Why didn't you tell me? You know I'm always here for you, right? You could have found another way. It didn't have to be like this. Thank you, Mr. Fender. You've been so kind to me all these years. But I'm the one who created this mess. So it's up to me to try clean it up. I didn't care what it took. As long as I could get Samson out of that awful place. Judy, Judy, Judy. 18 years ago, the police managed to cover up the fact Mr. Frost's body had gone missing. If I went to them now and said it had reappeared, I was afraid they might have tried to cover things up again. So I worked to set up a very public incident here in the gallery, in front of as many witnesses as possible. I'm so sorry, Judy. You, Samson, Gregory. I let all of you down.
Fender, this can't be easy for him.
No. I should be the one that should be apologizing. Mr. Edgeworth, Mr. Fenter. I hope one day you could forgive me. Whatever punishments I have to face, I'm ready to accept it. But please, if I may ask one thing of you, is that you simply must clear Samson's name.
The way the truth of the past 18 years has come to light was unexpected, to say the least. And yet, it only serves down a path towards a more shocking end.
Oh. And we will call things here today, because my throat is... yeah. I do apologize, but I do actually do... But I also do need to set out, like, the, I do need to set out the, path for, like, the, rest of the, I do need to set course for, like, my art practice for the rest of the week, because I actually still haven't come to that decision as to, like, do I practice, we already say, so we don't need to do that. Let me get tracking back here. I also do need to set path. I also need to think about what I want to do for the rest of the week. Because I know I'm doing heads. I'm practicing heads, that much I know. But I need to decide if I want to practice the face first, or if I want to try like practicing drawing the head from different angles. Because I feel like if I practice the head from different angles at first, I feel like it might give me a better idea as to how like things like the eyes and nose look from a different angle. But at the same time, if I practice the face first, I feel like if I practice the face first, it would work the other way around as well. So I need to figure that out first. I also do like want to. You could draw the. Oh, shut up. I also do want to. I don't want to completely ruin my voice because I do want to. Because I actually do want to record some stuff tomorrow. I want to record some stuff tomorrow. Because tomorrow is going to be the only chance we're going to be able to record those things. And I don't want to completely destroy my voice to the point where I can't use it tomorrow. But yes, next stream will be Thursday night with most likely art. We'll most likely be doing art on Art Thursday. What else? Yeah, and then I don't actually wait. Let me check the temperature for like the rest of the week, because I know we're having a bit of a heat wave at the moment. Fucking. But yeah, so I'm thinking next stream will either be Thursday or Friday, because I can't stream tomorrow, and there's no way I'm streaming on Saturday. And then there'll be a stream on Sunday. I know, I'll keep all updated on the Discord. Alright, and also socials as well. Anyway. But yes, and since we're speaking about art, I guess nudge
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. I do have commissions open on VGen. So yeah, if you're interested in that, yes. All right. Let's see what else. But yes, this week we'll be doing an art piece of moi, of me, of the one and only. Don't forget, if you want to do a short stream, Digimon DLC is round 2. Okay. Yeah, because I did say that like this week we'll probably see like a lot of like shorter streams. But yeah, anything else I want to say or announce? I guess other than that, I'll think about whether or not I want to get like that replacement part for my air conditioner. But again, like I said, it is like $46, and I am trying to save up for a CPU, save up for a new CPU at the moment. Yeah, so I'll have to like think about that. But anyway, we will raid Vivi tonight, who is, I mean, it says she's gonna play New Vegas, but she looks like she's on someone else entirely. But yeah, so yeah, I'm trying to think. Is there anything else I want to like talk about or like just announce like real quick before I like fully end things for tonight? Like, no, not really. I guess there's like stuff I can talk about with like Twitter and Blue Sky. Her new video is gonna bring the 30. Yeah, they're gonna bring like it was like the 3050 or 3060 because of DRAM shortages. That is 2 whole generations. Though in all fairness, like they do the same thing of like the 2060 when like the whole like NFT and crypto shit was like happening, and we were on like 40 series cards at that point. Look, on one hand, it's something, but at the same time, like, we really shouldn't have to be resorting to this, should we? We could talk more about that, because there's a lot I can say about, like, AI and shit, like, next art stream. 5-year-old. Yeah, it's like 5 years old, like, fucking hell, I really made the good choice in, like, getting, like, the 9070 when I did. Though I do kind of wish I did chill out just a little bit more to get the 9070 XT. Yeah, which is an AMD card. I should probably add just in case anyone's confused. But no, from what I saw, like the 9070 was like good enough. Which is I guess for the Nvidia equivalent, it is the equivalent of the 5070. The only thing you can say about it, kind of better than the true. And I'm wondering, are they gonna like, since it's old tech, are they gonna like mark it down, or because of like the DRAM shortages, are they gonna like keep the prices like relatively the same as what they were? I don't know. Anyway, I hope it'll be well, at least it'll be something for people. Yeah. And I've been keeping an eye on the CPU prices, and there hasn't been any noticeable rises, I think, at least last I checked. So as far as things are still concerned, we are still set on course for getting the CPU around the next time I get paid. Alright, that is the array message. Remember, if you don't have my emotes, complaints of any emotes you're choosing, so long as they are appropriate. Okay, so anything else I want to like say or announce before I fully end things for the night? I guess remember to drink your water, eat good foods, don't do the drugs, and don't use AI. Alright, yeah. I think that covers all my bases. Alright. Okay, but with that being said, I have been Jazzy Jeremy, your virtual resident of the internet, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye. No, don't do the drugs. Alright, well, I don't have that to the list of like PSAs I need to make next time. Alright.